today I sat down with my friend from Bangladesh. We had an amazing conversation, an enjoyable conversation in this beautiful room. But what did we talk about? What were you guys discussing? Well, I have the video here for you on this channel. I hope you have as much fun watching it as we had making it. Up next, enjoy. So Kishor, thank you so much. Really glad you came. Because last time we did the interview and we couldn't get the audio, but this time everything is okay. And
I hope so.
Yeah, we are going to be we should be okay this time. So Kishor, tell us a little bit about yourself, right? A little bit of personal information. Who is Kishor Kumar Shakar? Yes. Yeah. So who is Kishor Kumar Shakar? A little bit of background. Who are you as a person? Or
so I'm Kishor Kumar Shakar, as you said. I came from Bangladesh, doing a PhD here in the lab of molecular systematics and ecology. At the end of my PhD, maybe 3 or 4 months is remaining. So yes, this is what I am.
Right, so you're almost done.
Almost done.
Wow. Okay, so you, as you said, you're from Bangladesh, right? So a lot of us, especially those of us in Africa, and I guess in most parts of the world, don't really have a deep understanding of what Bangladesh is. I mean, what kind of country it is. Of course, we know it's in Asia, but we don't really know so much about Bangladesh. So if there's one thing you want the world to know about your country, the one thing you'd want people to think about immediately they hear the name Bangladesh, what is that one thing?
It's actually, you asked about me one thing, but it's really difficult for me to summarize in one thing. So first of all, what I can say, the way we achieved our right to speak in our own mother language, the way we achieved our independence in 1971. So these two things are very unique to our country. So that is my feeling. So this is actually unique from the other countries. So I think most of the people can know about the history of us, how we achieved these things. So this is one thing I would like to express myself to the people about this history. And two other thing I also can tell you about Bangladesh. So especially the food, because I can remember that last time you asked me what is the uniqueness of Bangladesh. So if you can try the food of Bangladesh, you can really differentiate the Indian food from the Pakistani food and from the Nepali food. And if you want to make it more particular, so it should be fish. So this is one of second uniqueness of Bangladesh. And the third thing, I think, the landscape, the geographic landscape. Hundreds of rivers are crisscrossing inside the country. So I think these three things are most unique to me. If you ask me about Bangladesh, which things are most unique, so this is what I think.
So if I'm trying to visit Bangladesh, I should be concerned, or I should be looking to explore the history of the Bangladesh and how you got independence, and the food definitely, and also the landscape. See the rivers and the wow, that's really amazing, right? So we have a bit of a history together, not really very deep history, but at least we've known each other for some time. And I came to find out, this is actually one thing that made me somehow very interested in you, is that you have bought into the idea of communism, right? And it's really interesting for me, right? Because there is this huge praise for capitalism. People say this is the way things should be done, the free market and everything. But I started discussing with you and you said you don't agree. So tell us a little bit about your, how did you become a communist?
It's actually a long history. When I was at the age of 15 or 16, just finished my secondary school examinations. After that, I was get connected with some student organization. So that student organization was somehow a left-leaning student organization. So from that time, so I get connected with them, and so far till now, Actually, now I don't have any political party I belong to, but I still have this soft corner, and I still have this belief on socialism.
So you think, is there any particular reason, or is it just influence, or what made you think that is the way to go? Because I think
the uneven distribution of resources.
Yeah. That's when I discussed with you, and you said everybody should have the basic necessities covered first,
and it should be provided by the state.
Obviously, obviously, we're not going to go into that. There's this argument I had with not an argument, a conversation I had with my brother, and he was saying he doesn't really think it's the system that is, there is no good or bad system. It's more about the people running the system. Because you can look around the world and you see countries which are more, capitalist, and you see countries which are more like communist inclined. And there are communist countries that are doing really well, like China. And there are capitalist countries that are doing really well as well. And there are communist countries that have failed. And we know that from history, from the USSR, and
hundreds of capitalist countries
have also failed. So he said, it's not really the system. If you have the right person, if you have the right person in the right place, and no matter what system the person adapts, as long as you have the interest of the people at heart, it's going to be a success.
You are looking at people something like in an opposite way. You are looking at people, the head is on the bottom and food is on the above. But I am looking, food is on the bottom, head is on the above. So I don't think one good person or a bunch of a good person can change the whole society or can change the whole state, because what can change the society or what can change the state is its philosophy underlying, which philosophy they are running out, and in which strategy they are operating their country. So these things actually can make the difference. Whenever your policy is to loot someone, whenever your policy is to depressing someone, so then whatever the person, it doesn't matter too much. It matters what is your policy.
Yeah, but actually, that makes a lot of sense. I get your point. Again, I get your point. And I fully understand. Okay, we can stay on this topic for 2 days. Okay, let's talk a little bit about Africa, because it's my own continent. And whenever I have someone on, I'm always interested to know your opinion. Before, just in your country, growing up in your country, did you have any contact with Africa or Africans, and coming to China and seeing Africans? First of all, are there any Africans in your country? Do you have, maybe I'm guessing a few?
I never meet any African guy inside my country personally, but I know there are so many Africans, especially in the football clubs. There are so many African footballers in our country. But I didn't meet them personally. So what I meet, how I know about Africa, through the TV channels, through the medias. Especially, I can tell you that when in 2002, I already told you that I have heard about Senegal.
Yeah.
That time, Hadjiul Boba Diouf, the man who scored the goal,
beat France.
Yes, beat the France, and I am a cricket loving guy, so I already told you South Africa, Zimbabwe, there are so many good players on that country. So that is what I so far know about the African guys. But I had two or three strict opinion about Africa. So my first opinion is that they are very hardworking, they are industrious, they are laborers. And the second opinion is that somehow they are deprived. They are deprived from so many facilities. They are deprived from their basic rights, and there are Western aggression is ever developing in African nations. So this is what I had before I came to China. And when I came to China, so whatever the philosophy I had about Africa, nothing has been changed. Just I have some more ideas, especially the African guys are really neat and clean. This is what really impressed me, because at 2020, the year I came here, maybe 2020 or maybe at the end of 2019.
Yeah.
So that year, I can remember Narcis.
Yeah, Narcis.
Narcis won the prize for a clean dormitory.
Yeah.
And then maybe last year, if I am not wrong, Osman won that prize. So even if I look beyond the price, whenever I have used the kitchen, so I have found that all the African guys always keep their kitchens, always keep their rooms very, very neat and clean. So this thing really impressed me.
So you went from
if someone is not neat and clean from their heart, so it's
yeah.
so it's really difficult to keep neat and clean the outside.
Yeah, that's true. So you went from knowing Africans as maybe good in football or cricket or other sports to getting a little bit of their inside, who they are as their personal hygiene, and sharing your space with them has really helped you to understand. You said you liked football. So let me ask you this question. Ronaldo or Messi?
Messi.
Oh, come on. No.
Messi.
What do you think?
Ronaldo is a football player. He's a machine. He's a machine. But Messi is an artist. He's not a football player. He's an artist.
I see. But when it comes to talent, right? Of course, I have to concede. Messi is far more talented. But what I like about Ronaldo is more his spirit, his determination. Like, I want to be the best from childhood. Just always having that mentality, fighting mentality. Like, I want to be the best.
I always believe in one philosophy. Best is a relative idea. One day the best will be finished.
Yeah, of course.
But the better is the absolute idea. Better, it has no end. Best has one end, but better has no end.
That's really profound. Yeah, but what do you think of his move to PSG? He has not been performing very well in recent years. Why do you think he's struggling? Because obviously he's struggling.
His position, actually. I think his position, actually, you can see in PSG he is playing almost in the center half on the attacking midfield position. But this is not his actual position. And second thing, if you look at the last scoring goals, the total amount of goal what he made by himself, and what the total goal has been made by the PSG entirely. In most of the cases, maybe 60-70% cases, you find that the assist either from Messi or the pre-assist was from Messi.
Wow, these guys, you're going back to look at the pre-assist. I never heard of that.
Definitely,
it's not important, Kishor. Somebody has to pass the ball to somebody.
You have to look at it. So you have 11 players.
Yeah.
So what is their role?
To pass the ball.
To pass the ball.
Yeah.
So why need to do the pre-assist by Messi?
What do you think? I think you're trying to every way to give the credit to Messi.
Definitely. he is doing a attacking midfielder job, and he is delivering the ball. So you are counting Messi by goal, but you are not counting his role as a attacking midfielder.
I understand. I count Messi for his goals and for his assists. The pre-assist is a little bit too far.
What type of role a pure striker need to play? What type of role Ronaldo is now playing? What type of role now Benzema is playing? What type of role Kylian Mbappe now?
Put the ball in the net.
Put the ball in the net.
Yes.
Do they need to build the attack? But so now Messi is building the attack. He's not leading the attack.
I understand that, right?
Along with Verratti, along with
Look,
Mbappe,
Kishor, I understand. If Messi plays an assist, for me that counts. If he scores, that counts. But pre-assist, come on.
Just to make you confirm that he is doing great as an attacking midfielder.
Yeah,
but you are counting him by his score. So I just wanted to keep you in marking.
But I think the entire PSG team
is struggling. The entire PSG team is struggling. Pochettino's, I think Pochettino's strategy is not quite perfect, and it's really hard to say, but I have to say Messi is not at his best.
Yeah,
at his best.
But I think it's more about the team than of Messi, because some people are saying he's getting old, he's like in a declining stage. But I think this is someone who was scoring massive amounts of goals in his last season in Barca. So he cannot just drop like that within the space of a few months. So I think it's more about the team. Yeah, the tactics and where he plays.
Pochettino tactics.
Not really working. Right, so this is the last question. So you like you said, your program was supposed to last for 3 years and a few months. So you still have just a few months left, and now I think you're already planning for your future. And
definitely,
so
I need
can you share your dreams and your aspirations?
My dream is to go back to my country and do some job in my country. Actually, if you ask me about my dream, I would like to do some molecular work. I would like to solve some molecular questions, some biological questions, some evolutionary questions. So I want to go back, and I wanted to solve these questions in my country. I don't know what is going to happen, but I actually want.
So it's all about going back to your country. So, but for now, you don't have any definite plan as to what exactly are you going to be working on, or do you have some idea of what you will be doing? Because I think you're talking now about the rest of your life, right? And it really
first of all, I will try to seek some job in my country. So maybe some academic job or maybe some institutional job I would like to seek in my country. But if I get failed to seek some kind of job, then maybe I will start to do some postdoctorate somewhere else, or maybe in China. I don't know what's going to happen. Just keep finger crossed.
Yeah, of course. With everything going on now in the world, the last thing we have now is certainty. Everything is uncertain. We don't know what's going to happen. So yeah. So Kishor, it's been great to have you.
It's always my pleasure to have you.
It's been wonderful to have you as usual. Like I said, I apologize for last time because I had to reschedule this, and I really apologize for that. It's my fault. So yeah, I wish you the best, whether it's in your job, your work, whatever it is later on. I just wish you the best. I hope.
I also wish you the best for your YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, thank you, thank you so much. So guys, Kishor Kumar. Thank you so much again, yeah, so we're going to end here. I don't know if I should have, perhaps I'm going to call you back like on your graduation day. I'm going to do some videos about all the graduating students and just maybe something, I'll think of it.
That should be fantastic.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching the video. If you've watched to the end, I really appreciate it. And if you want me to continue making videos like this, if you want me to put out contents of similar nature, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your post notification button. Thank you so much. I wish you guys all the best. See you on the next one.